Welcome to the Secret Story Recapped. Today I explain an interesting movie RRR, watch out and enjoy. The movie is directed by S.S. Rajamouli, India's best director. There is nothing new to introduce. At the beginning of the movie we see the India of 1920, and the name of that place was Adhila village. There was a little girl named Mali singing in a very melodious voice, while the British were ruling in this Indian subcontinent, and she was drawing peacock feathers in the hands of the English queen, who says she liked the girl's song and her hand-painted alpana, so the queen wants to take the girl with her. According to Scott, the manager threw some coins at her parents and took her away. And since the tribals did not understand English, the villagers thought that the girl's work was light, so the money was being given as a reward, but when the girl was forcibly taken away, then they realize that they are going to buy this girl for some money. Anyway, the British take the little Mali to their car. Meanwhile her mother takes the shortcut to the front of the car, and her mother keeps begging her to release her daughter. The British stop the car and a soldier gets out of the car and he got down and shot the woman in the head. Seeing all this, Scott refuses to shoot, and he says there is no point in wasting so many expensive cartage for these people. Get her off the road some other way, then hit her on the head with a tree stump. And they took the girl to Delhi. At a police station in the next scene, thousands of freedom fighters surrounded the police station and protested against the government as they learned that Lala Rajpath Roy had been arrested in Kolkata. They were scared to see so many people, but they could not stop the movement in any way. At one point during the protest, one of the protesters threw a large piece of brick at the station and it broke Scott's picture. The name of that police officer is Rama Raju. He fights a lot of people alone, and at one point he catches the man throwing stones and brings him inside the police station. Seeing the police officer's actions, the protesters were forced to retreat and slowly left. After some days, 3 police officers were rewarded for their bravery at the police headquarters in Delhi. But he was disappointed that Rama Raju's name was not among the 3 police officers. The Nawab of Delhi then sent a man to talk to Scott's secretary, who said that it would be better to return the Aboriginal girl whom you had captured a few days ago, because they are very quiet, but if anyone tries to harm them, they are also reckless. And their leader is currently in Delhi to rescue the girl. Hearing all this, the secretary does not pay much attention. Then the scene changes, and we see in a forest outside Delhi, where we see some people hunting a big tiger together. The group leader's name is Bim, and he catches the tiger, and after catches the tiger, he told the tiger, "You don't mind, we are using you for our own needs." Why did Bim say this to the tiger? You will know it sometime later. Then Bim starts telling the rest of their members that for 6 months we have been looking for Mali in every part of Delhi, but somehow we can't find Mali. Is she really alive? Bim then moved to Delhi and take Muslim identity and worked in a garage in Delhi, where he was given the name Actor. Meanwhile, the news of Bim's arrival in Delhi reached the ears of the British governor. They then announced an award among the British police and told them that anyone who could catch Bim would be given a special police promotion. As soon as the award was announced, Raju agreed to the offer. Rama Raju means the first Indian police officer to be shown. For a long time I wanted to go to the post of special police. This is a great opportunity for him. Raju goes down to investigate, and he sees where freedom-loving people gathering there is no such thing as research, and then he goes to a big rally. To get everyone's attention he says we should actually kill Scott for freedom. The sole purpose of these conversations was to find out who was looking for Mali. According to his plan, a man from the group comes to him and asks him to help. And Raju then says, "I will definitely help you, but before that you have to meet me to your group leader." After going some distance, the man in Bim's group realizes that Raju is actually a police officer, and he asks for help from the wrong person, and then he runs away. Raju also runs after him. The man escapes from the hands of the police officer and goes and tells Bim everything. Raju was still looking for the man. Then a train caught fire on the bridge and Raju and Bim came to the near of train together. Together they rescued a little boy. Here Raju and Bim meet for the first time and Bim introduces himself as Actor. It was like seeing the way the two of them saved the baby together. After this incident, a very good relationship was formed between Actor and Bim. Anyway, then Actor stood in front of Scott's house and looking at Scott's cousin, and Raju saw this and asked Actor if he liked it very much. Anyway, the girl's name was Jennifer. Meanwhile, Raju talks to Jennifer and introduces her to Actor. Then Jennifer's car broke down on the road and she wanted a lift from Actor to go to the market. Actor then took Jennifer to the market on his bike. After going to the market, Jennifer started looking at the clothes of small children. "These clothes are for little kids," and Jennifer says, "These are not for me. These clothes are for Mally, a little girl in our house." When he hears the name Mally, he realizes that Mally is in their house. Actor then hurriedly made a bracelet and handed it to Jennifer and told Jennifer that Madam would give it to Mally. Meanwhile, Jennifer goes home and gives her belongings to Mally. When Mally gets the bracelet, she is very happy to see him. Jennifer invited Actor to a dance program before going home. Then they both went to that dance program and danced as much as they wanted, like watching the English while dancing. On the way home after the dance, Jennifer says to Actor, "Let's take you to my house today and have a cup of tea." Shortly after going to the palace, Actor saw Mally there. Actor told Mally that "You don't have any tension, I will take you away from here in a few days." Meanwhile, Raju makes a sketch of the man who escaped from his hands and starts looking for the man. After searching for a while like this, he catches the man and wants to know about their leader. Although that guy doesn't want to talk about their leader. Raju continues to torture his in various ways, but in no way can he get the words out of her mouth. After a while a snake came, and the man grabbed the snake. Then when Raju went to the man again, the man released the snake and Raju was bitten by the snake. Meanwhile, Actor and his accomplices plan to attack Scott's house tonight and rescue Mally. So anyway, while planning, they suddenly see Raju lying on the road. After Actor goes to him, he realizes that Raju has been bitten by a snake, and he quickly arranges for Raju's treatment. At that moment, Raju saw something like a chain around Actor's neck, as he had seen when he was holding the man. Seeing this, Raju realizes that the person he has been looking for so long is none other than Actor. After Raju's treatment, Actor told Raju that "I had hidden a truth from you, and that is that I am not a Muslim, and my name is not Actor. I came here to rescue a little girl named Mally. But I did not understand with whom I would share the truth. I would ask for help from you too. But you weren't told, we'll rescue Mally tonight. And I'll see you tomorrow if I'm alive." After saying this, Bim left. After which Bim and his accomplices attacked the house of the British government that night. They entered the house in a large car, and when the car was opened, it was seen that various kinds of animals were coming out of the car. Friends, you must now understand why Bim was catching different animals at the beginning of the movie. Then there was a big fight between Bim and the British forces. After a while Raju leaves the battle and Bim is very surprised to see Raju. Then Bim realizes that Raju is a British police officer. Bim then made many requests not to arrest him, but did not listen to him, and arrested him, and took him to British Governor Scott. As a reward, Raju was given the responsibility of special police. And that was Raju's dream. He became in charge of the British Arms Godon. The British governor said that Bim should be punished in such a way that no one else would dare to fight against the British. Was brought to a stage to be punished. Then Raju tells Bim to confess his guilt and apologize to Scott. "Then maybe you can survive. I did nothing wrong," by saying Bim in reply, "and I will never bow my head in front of Scott." On hearing this, Scott and his wife became very angry and ordered him to be whipped. Then Bim starts beating Raju a lot, but Bim does not admit his guilt in anything. And he doesn't apologize. Seeing this, he gets more angry and tells him to hit him with a thorny whip. Even after all this, they can't confess to the crime with Bim and Bim becomes unconscious at some point. Seeing this, thousands of people present there broke out in protest and they attacked the police. He was then taken into police custody, and after 2 days Bim was ordered to be hanged. After 2 days, Bim's execution order, and anyway I have to save and deliver Mally to Bim. Hearing all this, his friend said that, "Where did Mally and Bim come from? But he is no ordinary man. He is a volcano. I have to save this friend anyway." The next day Raju consults with Scott and tells him that if we hang him in front of Mally, he will suffer more. On hearing this, the governor agreed and gave them permission. Bim and Mally were then taken to the gallows. While on the road, Raju accidentally caused Scott's car accident, after which Bim and Raju got into a fight with the British. At the last stage of the fight, Bim thinks that Raju will shoot Mally, so he kills Raju and leaves. And his Bim's companions are wandering here and there, and at one point they meet Sitaram's daughter. He saves them from the police. Then I want to know his story from Bim Sita, who says that her future husband is a police officer who was working for the British, but his motives were different. His father was a freedom fighter. He lost his mother and father in a battle against the English. During the war his father had only one rifle and some cartridges, and with that small rifle Raju's father formed an organization against the British and died at the hands of the British. From then on, Raju realized that he needed ammunition and lots of guns to fight the British. So he swore to be a special policeman. The country's freedom fighters could reach out to everyone, even though the British had the opportunity to smuggle so many guns and ammunition. They did not use that opportunity. Just to save their friend, he rescues his friend but is caught. Then Sita started crying and said that a letter had come to me from the British saying that Raju's execution would take place in 2 days. After hearing these stories, Bim realizes that his friend had done so much to save him, leaving him in a state of despair. Then Bim tells Sita that I will rescue my friend anyway. Bim then goes out to rescue Raju, and after many fighting scenes he is finally able to rescue Raju. The two then went to the governor's house and killed him and his wife with a bomb blast. In the next scene we see Mali go back to her parents, and Ram goes with Sita and Jennifer goes to Bim. They become together. Comment on what the movie looked like, which is your favorite movie, let us know in the comment. Subscribe to the channel for more interesting movies like